Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. I'm not telling people to buy stocks today, tomorrow, next week, or next month. It depends on your situation, but I believe you shouldn't buy stocks unless you plan to keep them for a very long time and are financially and mentally ready to do so. The Bitcoin Bubble, thanks for coming back to the show. You just saw Warren Buffett talk about stocks, and we all know that in the past he and Charlie Munger, rest in peace, have said that Bitcoin is rat poison. There are, however, good ways to spend and things they believe in when they put money away for the future. This is similar to what Warren Buffett says in today's clip about holding on to something you believe in. Just put Bitcoin where he says stocks and the same investment rules will still work in the long run. This clip from Warren Buffett is what people who believe in the Bitcoin bubble think is the best way to invest in Bitcoin, crypto, and anything else you want to invest in for the long run, a long-term view. Let's watch this clip again. Let us read what Warren Buffett has to say. Just like you wouldn't look at a price or pay it if you owned a farm. They don't need your care. That's the important thing to do. You're not going to pick the bottom or anything. It can't be picked for you by anyone else. When you buy a stock, you need to be ready. Let it be at least 50% down, and don't worry about it as long as you're happy with the hold. And I said in the annual report, I think it was a year or two ago, well, just the one before this one, that the price of Berkshire stock has dropped by 50% 3 times in the company's history. Now, if you hold on to loan money, you might have been wiped out. During those 3 times, there was nothing wrong with Berkshire. But if you look at the stock price and decide that you need to do something because it's doing this or that, or if someone tells you that you should, how can you stay? With that, when something else is going up, it's important that your mind is in the right place. And to be honest, some people aren't very careful. A lot of people are afraid, but not everyone is. Like the virus, it affects some people much more severely than others. And fear isn't something I've ever felt about money, and I don't think Charlie has either. There are some people who can handle psychology. You shouldn't own stocks if you can't handle it mentally, because you'll buy and sell them at the wrong times. Also, don't depend on other people to tell you what to do. You should know that for yourself. The next person you talk to will change you if you don't understand it yourself. Hence, you should be able to hold. And I'm not sure if today is a great day to buy stocks. I'm sure it will work out in 20 or 30 years. I'm not sure if it will work out at all over 2 years. I don't know if you'll be ahead or behind on a stock you buy on Monday. As you saw, Warren Buffett says not to worry about short-term changes. His stock went down 50% some days or months. He said that Berkshire Hathaway was fine. It was just that everyone was scared. Bitcoin is going through a lot of the same things. Bitcoin reached a high point of $70,000 not long ago when Trump talked about it at a Bitcoin meeting. It then dropped all the way to $10,000. That's a 30% loss. Some people were scared and sold their Bitcoin. They might never go back to the space because they're afraid of how volatile it is. Soon after, Bitcoin went back up by about 24%, and as you can see, it is now back down from that level. Bitcoin goes up and down a lot. You shouldn't be scared of how Bitcoin can change quickly. When you buy in Bitcoin, you need to think about the long term, just like Warren Buffett did. You should be able to make money if you wait 4 years. We're going to watch another clip from Jeff Booth right now. You can see where you are scared though. Look away from Bitcoin. There is a lot of up and down in the days. Even though cryptocurrencies are unpredictable, Bitcoin is likely to keep going up and to the right for decades to come. Also, Bitcoin is less common now than gold. As you can see, the rate of inflation for gold is 1.45% per year. There is a difference between gold and Bitcoin. Gold is likely to stay the same or even go up if we find new gold, while Bitcoin is going to keep going down every 4 years when it is halved. Right now, the market value of gold is $16.5 trillion, while the value of Bitcoin is only $1.18 trillion. As you can see, Bitcoin still has a long way to go before it can beat gold's market cap. It's not even close to a 10x. Silver still costs more than Bitcoin. It's clear that Bitcoin has a long way to go. In January, the Bitcoin ETFs were given the go-ahead. This shows how little Bitcoin is worth right now. After that, this will keep going for $98,000 for my house. The price of Bitcoin was $9,000. The house is now worth $280,000, and Bitcoin is worth $60,000 right now. In 2018, he paid 10.88 Bitcoin for his house, and now it's worth 4.66 Bitcoin. Even though the value of the house has gone up, you can see that this house would have cost 664 Bitcoin, which is about $288,000 in 2016, $328,000 in 2020. The price is only 6.5 Bitcoin now in 2024. As the years go by, this will still happen. Solar real estate will continue to rise in value, but Bitcoin will continue to do better and over time. Your Bitcoin will buy more real estate. That's why you should stay together for a long time. And this is what I want to leave you with. I think you should watch the last clip with Jeff Booth all the way through before moving on to this one. But Bitcoin is a way for the government to stop spending too much. The governments will keep spending too much. So you should switch to Bitcoin, a network where they can't control the money. Let's start this clip right away. To be clear, Bitcoin is still Bitcoin, even if it's called BSV or BST. It's just a different name. This is not the same as Bitcoin Cash. BSV is not the same as Bitcoin Cash. They're trying to use the same name to trick people and get their brand out there. Okay. That is, if you want pure Bitcoin, like you said, it would only be Bitcoin and nothing else. Not even Bitcoin, and every other. Some people will find this hard because they know a lot about crypto. I believe every other crypto, whether they know it or not. I believe that all other cryptocurrencies will go to zero. Okay, each and every time, because that's how things are done. Cryptocurrency is not what it is. The chain that is the oldest, most honest, decentralized, and safe wins in the long run. Then you don't need any more tokens on top of that. There's no need for more cash. It's just